Let me show you my countryside through these old headlights. We can take this road as far as you want to go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Lisky Farm. So we are starting the day with a full load of fruits and veggies, and I also have a trailer that you might see in the mirror just a little bit of water because my sheep desperately need water. So yeah, I'm gonna take care of this as I am going to have a stop at the sheep pen so I can load the wool they produced and fill up their water trough. So today is January. We have quite frosty weather outside. It's around -2 degrees Celsius. Snow is coming down. It's forecasted to keep snowing for quite a while, so I'm expecting we're gonna have some snow stuck to the ground. It's gonna start piling up, but nevertheless, after I'm done with this sheep and food run, I wanted to say temple run, but this is not a temple run. Okay, we almost have another pallet of wool waiting for us. In any case, yes, I do want to, or my plan for today is to feed the cows also, because they are quite low on feed. And animals do use a bit more feed during winter because it's colder and they use up more energy to keep their body heat up. So that's another thing that needs to be taken care of today, and there is yet another thing that I want to do, and that is I want to... Come on. And that is I want to cultivate the fields, right? So the field that we have full of harvested material from previous season, yeah, I need to take care of that also so I can prepare for the new harvest. And lucky me, okay, not gonna work. I have to take the trailer off and just push it back a little bit. It's not as heavy as it was because it has been emptied a little bit, but yes, I know, I know, little lambs. I know. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I am very happy that I actually have a cabbed tractor now. Because cultivating in this cold and preparing feed would be miserable as nothing else. So yeah, everything is good, I believe. Alright. In any case, I'm gonna see you at the spinnery and later on at the vending machines. Alright, well, the wool is unloaded. I got paid 1,303 pounds for it. And if if you pay attention to the bank account, it's not high. Granted, I did buy a tractor previously, which cost me almost all my money, but on the other hand, we do have, or I have expenses. I have loans. I still have to repay the manure spreader, and I still have to repay the loan I took out for my new field. And in other news, I must say I'm very happy the snow hasn't yet started sticking to the ground, because this is quite a hill, quite an incline. And yeah, I'm very happy. I just hope I get down to the valley before it starts sticking, because I might have some issues. I don't know if you have ever driven a vehicle on a slope when it was all snowed up. It does depend on the snow. If the snow is, for example, very compact, it can start slipping like mad. Oh, don't stop in front of me. But if the snow is all powdery, you actually compact it, and the first drive over is fine. The second drive over, that's a doozy, because then you have compacted and quote-unquote polished the snow beneath your tires, and when you go another round, you are gonna have issues. Yeah, I do not recommend. If you can avoid it, please do. I was once in a situation where I couldn't help but go through an area like that, and well, I won't show you now, but I actually put 2 tires off the road, so they were actually on the banking that was made out of gravel, and I was praying and hoping for a better grip. And lucky me, I got down quite safe and sound, actually. Right, so now the next stop is vending machines. I will say that I forgot to start, or I forgot to enable the production of, or the sales of butter. Which means that butter has been inside the vending machine for a month now, which shouldn't be an issue, since butter doesn't really go bad, not quickly at least. It takes a while for butter to go bad if it's properly cooled. So I am expecting a bit more income today from butter sales. But yeah, that's totally my fault, because I don't know why. I had it in my mind that if I put stuff in the vending machine, it's automatically gonna enable it for sales, but of course, since I didn't have that in, I disabled the sales, so no one would accidentally pay and receive nothing in return, you know. I don't want to be that kind of business. Yeah, in any case, I have remedied that. Now I do have vending machines on online, and I can control them through the application on my phone, and this is how I can actually receive bank transfers every hour. Because if you pay attention, from now on every hour I will get an increase in my bank account, and yeah, that is from the vending machines. Okay, and tomatoes all in, and everything else. Oops, I forgot to. Can you imagine that I would just leave the trailer here, like, yeah, there's a random trailer on the parking lot waiting for someone. Whoever forgot it, yeah, please come around and get it. That would be the news on the radio. Oh man, yeah, that would be hilarious. In any case, I'm gonna tag back in so you can see how much I get paid from the pub. And after that, we'll see you at the farm. Okay, received another 1,226 pounds from the pub, and now I will continue back to my farm. Okay, alrighty then. So I have parked the van back. Look at that, the Fant. Woohoo! Yeah, boy. 413 Vario. I love this tractor. Man, it feels like a rocket ship from the inside. In any case, let me go hook up the feed mixer, and I believe today is gonna be the first day that I start mixing feed with bales only, because previously I still used those the silage bunker, and that is now completely empty. So my plan of action now is to actually... Excuse me. I am getting over some kind of a cough. Let's connect all this. It's working. Yeah, I have emptied out the bunker silo, and now I'm gonna have to make the mix completely out of ingredients found in the bales. Now, thinking of, I don't really need to go on the other side, do I? Actually, no. Let me just reverse a little bit more. Okay, and I'm gonna leave you running, Mr. Fent. And I'm gonna use, for now, the small Massey Ferguson. As you can see on the right hand side where my bank account is stated, we did get a bit of income. So this is these are the vending machines that I was speaking of. Okay, so I do get regular income until the vending machines are all sold out. Good. So let's fix it in the mix. Right. So one bale of hay. Careful, careful. One bale of silage. Now I do want to start picking the silage from the other side. Probably flick some gears up, shouldn't I? Oh man. You know what I want? I want a small tractor that I can use to shuffle things around. On the other hand, it might be this one. Because if I want to use the front loader of this tractor, I need to have a weight attached at the back, which does make it more difficult to actually put on attachments like this trailer, for example, to haul milk to our production. But if I stop using this... Whoa. I overestimated. Yeah, but if I stop using this tractor as a front loader tool, I will be able to shunt things around with it. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, and now straw. I want to know how far or how much straw I can actually put in. Yeah, quite a lot, I believe. So I'm gonna go to half a bale, and then I'm gonna... Oh, I can't really go to half a bale. Interesting. So I guess the mixer is already completely full. Let me open these barn doors before I do anything else. Let's go with this. Yep, it's completely full. Good. So, you know, throwing in a bale of silage, a bale of hay, and a third of a bale of straw seems to make a complete TMR mix. Perfect. I don't think I can fit more than 2 mixes in the feeding trough, so yeah, I'm gonna do one now and the other one, and I will tag back in when I'm finished with this. Alright, I have just finished the third load, so our cows are now very well fed. Right, I did not shut off the mixer. I should definitely do that before I put my hands in the PTO. Yeah, much better. Man, I love the sound of this tractor. Let's roll it up and we're ready to go. Now, next stop. Right. It seems that the thing I was afraid of actually happened and we got snow on the ground. Now I won't be able to see much when I'm taking the cultivator over the ground, but on the other hand, do I need to see much? I definitely need to move that bucket out of the way before I do anything else. Right. This is the curse of small farms. When you have everything cluttered around and you have to move things so you can get them out. On the other hand, granted that I do only use cultivator once a year, so it's fine. I need to shuffle some things around to get it out. So today we're gonna put our Fendt to the test. I'm gonna see if it handles this cultivator fine enough, and I also will see if it right. Thank God that I bumped the tire on this, because if I would try to go in, I would definitely smash the tractor up. Oh, hey, I need to get New Holland to pull this out, and then I'm gonna have to have a think where I'm gonna leave my cultivator, because I can't reach it with the big tractor now, not anymore. But in any case, I'm very glad that I have a cabbed tractor, as I've said previously. Because otherwise I would be miserable today. Yeah, this fits. Okay, this is quite enough. So all that work, all that shuffling around, just to get it out of the bay. Luckily I have a tractor that fits in there. And right back you go. And it's still forecasted to keep snowing, so I'm not sure. And the temperatures are supposed to go down quite a lot today evening. Yeah. This is gonna be quite interesting, I think. At least I can still see the edge of the field, because the grass is still poking through just a little bit. Okay, let me set the cruise control to around 10. I don't want to go too fast. I don't have that much land to cultivate. And go. Wow. Wow, why am I struggling so much? Five. 5 kilometers an hour, really? Snow is so slippery today. I did not expect that. So I have put the drone out, and as you can see, let me move it a bit closer. Yeah, the front tires are spinning constantly. So I guess it is mighty slippery snow. Which might mean that I won't be able to do much today. I don't know what else I can do. Because the snow is not forecasted to stop going, falling anytime soon. And yeah, I have very bad grip. I actually don't know what to do. I am at a loss. Yeah. Okay, let me put the drone down. So the bottom line is, if I wait anymore, it's not gonna get better. Which might mean I'm gonna have to think of doing something else. Even though winter is kind of, you know, sleep and rest time. Yeah, no, this... I don't wanna put too much strain. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. I don't want to put too much strain on the tractor and, you know, run the engine at the highest RPM, going very slowly, because it might overheat. I don't yeah, I don't know how well it would cope with this. Yeah, the front tires are constantly spinning, and I do have some weights on the front of the tractor, but seems to be doing not a lot of good. What to do, what to do. You know what? I'm gonna go to the end of the field, and I'm gonna put the tractor under cover and wait until tomorrow to finish cultivating. I think I have until March to put in the new crop. It's probably gonna be wheat or barley, either or, but mostly or one or the other. And then I'm gonna take my Land Rover and I'm gonna go to the pub and I'm gonna see if any of my friends are there, and we can have a nice little talk by the fire. Yeah, it isn't worth it, you know. Don't want to ruin my tractor just because I pushed it way too hard. I'm gonna take the whole thing and put it in here. Yeah, you can see the snow drifts are even in the sheds. Okay, let's lower you down. Engine off. Good. So the next big purchase I want to make is, well, big. The next purchase I want to make is a front loader arm for the New Holland. It should be available, something. So after I'm done with the pub, I'm probably going to have a stop at the vehicle shop and have a ask around. Maybe they have something. worth getting, or maybe they can get something from some other dealership. So yeah, if you don't ask, you will never know. And I must say, I'm pretty happy I have this Land Rover, because even though there's snow on the roads, I can drive quite comfortably and I have no fear. You know, there is one thing with these old cars: they have mostly quite narrow tires, and for snow driving, narrow tires are better than wide tires, because wide tires actually polish and make ruts underneath them, and the weight is distributed over a much bigger area where the tire makes contact with the ground. And the bigger the area, the less weight you're putting on a square inch or a square centimeter, if you want to say it like that. But these old cars, or older, usually have quite narrow tires, and these narrow tires put more weight per square centimeter or per square inch, which makes it better in terms of grip. You know, you can actually yeah, you don't get stuck as easy as you do with wider tires that modern cars use. So yeah, this is the car for this kind of winter. And this is gonna be cozy. There's usually quite a merry crowd here, and people having fun, and you know, oh man, this brings back memories. I think this place right here is the first place that I parked my car in, and then I went and asked if I can have a sleep at one of the pub rooms. And that was years ago now. Years ago. And back then I still drove that Jeep from Forestry Service. That banger. And that Jeep had the left hand side driver or steering wheel. So the steering wheel was on that side. So I parked the other way around, you know, and I came out on the same way, on the same side as I'm gonna come out now. So yeah. Good memories. Very, very good memories. Back then I had no idea what I was getting myself into. If this farm is even gonna be savable. And look at me now. I have all kinds of equipment. I have all kinds of animals, and everything seems to be running smoothly, knock on wood. But yeah, I do hope it continues that way for many years in the future. So sadly, this is gonna be it for today. I did want to get more field work done, but I really can't. You've seen how it goes. So yeah, in this part I'm gonna end the episode. I'm gonna see you in the next one, where I take care of the fields and maybe some other stuff. We'll see what comes up. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and goodbye.